Alright guys, I've been digging through the parts box again while I'm waiting for some more things to arrive from eBay. Hoping I can get another fix in here on one of these DS Lite boards. I was thinking if it is a success, I might give this board away because I've got quite a few and I don't really need them. So I have my little helper with me on the mat next to me, ready to help me out. So let's see. Apart from the physical damage that we saw there of the missing Wi-Fi board connector, let's see if we can get some charge into this bad boy. And that's a negative. Nothing on the amp meter, charging light goes off immediately. So let's test our fuses and EM10 for continuity or whatever it's called. Beep, beep, beep. And that one's not beeping. Excuse my piss poor attempt at beeping there, but unfortunately the way I recorded it you wouldn't be able to hear it anyway, so I attempted to be the multimeter there. So we're going to swap that F2 fuse for a starter. Nice, quick, easy. Remove this one first. I've already got one. I've pulled off a donor board, ready to swap straight in. There she is. If you would get off the tweezers, that'd be fantastic. And line her up. Hopefully this will be the charging issue resolved, and then we can tackle that busted connector. If we're lucky, that's the only problem. If we're not lucky, well, we might fail miserably at everything today, but we'll see. Let's get this flowed down into place. A bit of hot air. There we go, clean it up. Not bad, not bad. Beep! There we go, more multimeter noises for you. Let's check it. Happy days. Got charge light on, can prompt to boot, yellow light comes on. It is drawing current, amperage, and let's get this old busted bits of connector out of the way. So I did forget to hit record when I did that. Anyway, nothing too exciting. You can see all the old metal bits gone, and I'll just put some new solder on there. So it's just a case of soldering a new connector down. First things first, let's grab a connector off our donor board. There we go. Oops. Looks alright. Heated it up from below so I didn't melt it because that is plastic, that one. Let's get this out of the way off the good old board holder thingamajig, which hasn't seen the light of day much recently. Flux it up, line it up, and flow from below again. With a bit of luck, she'll attach a little bit so I can grip it on, apply some pressure. Here we go. Tweezers on, didn't move. Just apply some pressure to that. And we'll check it out under the scope. I think it looks pretty good. There's a bit of flux in that connector. I'll clean that out. Pretty solid. We'll check the other side. They look alright too. Give them a poke. Yeah, she's solid. I'm happy. Alright, guess we'll give it a whirl. Hope for the best. Yep. Okay. Bugger all. Well, I'm taking a bit of a stab in the dark here. I'm just going to try and replace that. What number is it? The U3 chip. So I've just grabbed one off a donor board, or I'm grabbing one off a donor board. I can't remember which is which at the moment. Complete stab in the dark here. We're going to swap this. People who have seen the channel before may remember, a few months ago now, I had a DSi which did something similar. Prompt to boot, the light would come on but you get nothing on screen. I ended up reflowing the RAM and it came good. So the plan is swap this chip because the chip's easier to get to than the RAM. If that fails, we're going to lift the game card reader up and we're going to reflow the RAM and see if we have the same luck. I've actually got quite a few boards in the old parts box which all do the same thing. You turn it on, yellow light, nothing on screen. So if, and that's a big if reflowing the RAM works on this one, I've got quite a few other boards I can try it on, and I might be able to give away a few other boards because I just don't have enough shells and screens to go with them, and the cost of getting all the shells and screens to go with them it's going to be too much. So might as well try and help out some people out there who might need replacement boards. So I'm going to line this up as best as we can. I mean, with the flux underneath it, hopefully it'll do its little flux dance anyway and fall straight into place. I like to have it close first though. Usually makes it a bit easier for it. Let's give it a whirl. Oops. Lining it up was a waste of time. Jesus. A bit rough on that one. I think we're Gucci. Light pressure. Let it cool down. And give it a clean. There's just the isopropyl alcohol going on there. I think it lines up good. Next bit will be the moment of truth. Let's see if we're hit a winner or if we're doing some reflowing. That to me looks pretty mint. Nice. Let's get our Wi-Fi board in. Battery on. Yellow light. Come on. Nothing. Sweet FA. Alright. I've peeled that game card back. There's our RAM. NTR SRAM, as you can see there. We're going to get the syringe of flux flooded around the edge of it, all the way around. Hit it with some heat and do the old prod. See that it moves and make sure it wiggles back into place. And that way we know we've definitely heated it up enough to do the melt the solder balls underneath. And with a bit of luck it might turn on. If not, I'm probably running out of ideas on this one. There we go. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Both ends, all good. So we've got our game cards still up. May as well. It's not going to affect the testing of it. Just to see if it turns on anyway. Wi-Fi board in. Moment of truth. Oh, you little ripper. Oh yeah. Right. That's good news. That is very good news. Let's try a different Wi-Fi board. I don't know why. Just to see it still turns on, I guess. This is exciting. I've got so many in that box that might do the same thing, so I could get a few going here. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna have to get this put into the shell properly, I think, to test it further. We'll just see if the games read first, because it'll be easier to swap the game card reader now while I've got it half peeled up. Thinking ahead, it's a good idea. Alright, we've got the Nintendo logo, so it's definitely read the DS game. Happy with that. I'm going to get that put in properly and we're going to try it again. We'll test all the buttons and everything to make sure it is ready to send out, that it is working. The big thing is the shoulder buttons, so I'll try and click them. R button first, yep, happy. L button, can we reach? Oh, look at that. Impressive. Alright, let's try the ABXY. Yep, seems to work. D-pad working. Start select, I pressed before to get the thingos there. Let's actually check the game reads. If so, I'm deeming it fixed, and maybe by the next video I'll announce someone to win this board. I don't care where you are in the world. I'll send it anywhere. I don't care. So send me an email if you want this board. Email's on my page somewhere. Might put it in the description too. And yeah, I've got some more stuff coming soon. Been buying some shit on eBay. So remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.